That is right. It is Friday. Woohoo! It is time to talk movies with the hometown movie guys in the studio. Craig, Andy, and Nathan.
Hello.
Guys that know about movies. There we go.
What a generous thing for you to say.
Yeah, you guys know movies.
We know what they are.
Yeah, it makes me think of that commercial. Bo knows football. Andy knows movies. Remember Bo Jackson?
Yes.
Bo Jackson. Bo knows football. That Nike commercial. Sorry, Nathan. Reference.
No, I actually do think I remember that one.
Really? Hey, there we go.
Somehow.
Well, you guys know movies. So, hey, some new movies coming into the theater starting today.
A couple of interesting films.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That and both of which you have watched. Right?
Yes,
You have
actually,
viewed
I watched both of them.
both of these movies. So, which one do you want to start with? What do you think?
Let's just go with The Substance.
The Substance.
Yeah, what
Demi Moore.
Demi
Moore.
Moore. 5 Academy Award nominations for this one, including
Woo.
Best Picture.
Wow.
It's a little bit of an art film. I think it's definitely unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely rated R.
Definitely rated R.
Definitely rated R. Yeah, there's some blood and nudity in this one.
Blood and nudity.
Blood and
At the same
nudity.
time or at separate
No,
times?
hopefully different times.
Oh yeah, it's all just together.
It's all wow.
It's a smoothly blended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is basically about the Hollywood's pursuit of beauty. I think we've all seen it where these actors go in and get all these surgeries and stuff and end up looking strange.
Wait, there's a pursuit of beauty in Hollywood?
I know.
What?
Hard to believe.
What are you
that.
talking about?
I think everyone's beautiful just the way they are.
What is that? Beautiful People? What is that song? Beautiful People?
But that's what the substance is all about. The substance. the substance
Demi Moore plays a Hollywood actress who is advancing in her career and years.
Yes.
Well, that is a bold thing for her to do, to admit to that.
Wow.
And the substance creates a new, better version of you.
Oh, I like it. I like this already.
No, it's interesting. Like I said, and basically what she does is she takes this substance and it creates a newer version of her, who then takes her job.
That's my
Whoa,
question.
what?
Is because they
Yes.
probably look so differently. Is she like a different person?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
so
it's-
she's marketing herself as a totally different person.
Yes, different name and everything. Yes.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
it's a very don't want to get
But
too.
it's not a clone. It's her.
Kind of a clone, I guess.
Oh, so it's two entities.
Yes, it's two different
You've
entities.
got old Demi
But
Moore.
they share a body though,
Well,
right?
Kind of, sort of.
Interesting.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
That's one of the big things they have in there. There's some rules that go along with this, and one of those rules is there's no,
Overuse.
you and her, you're the same person. And they kind of mess that whole thing up. And there's some rules that they're supposed to follow, which they don't follow, and
That's a horror movie.
then it becomes a horror film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting. This sounds like an interesting movie. And
Yeah.
you said already 5 nominations?
5 nominations for it, yeah.
she was,
Wow.
including Best Picture.
Including Best Picture. Yes.
was.
Wow.
Well,
So,
there's a whole thing on this now that, horror films have traditionally been kind of, yes, nixed by the Academy Awards.
Mm.
But this one's, I don't know,
Wow.
we'll see.
so are you going to see this one, Andy? Is
I
this
am.
one that is on your list?
Yep, at, I believe at 12:45.
12:45.
Wow, and again, rated R, definitely rated R for blood and nudity,
Yes.
all at the same time. Which that is crazy.
It
right
goes,
there.
the ending of this film is just insane.
Wow.
Okay, so we
Exciting.
have Demi Moore and Dennis Quaid. in
Dennis
this.
Quaid.
Two,
Dennis
Oh
Quaid.
yeah, Dennis Quaid has got some stuff coming out too. That
Wow.
Novocaine movie's coming, which is he's leading in. That one looks really good.
Good for him. I'm glad he's getting the work.
And
So-
he was just in The Companion, wasn't he? Or wait, I think I'm getting Dennis Quaid confused for somebody else.
Could be.
Hmm. So, wow,
And $18 million to spend on this,
18?
which is
Wow.
by Hollywood standards, and especially for a movie with two
Demi
such,
Moore and Dennis Quaid.
two such important leading actors.
Wow.
That's a pretty low budget.
Yeah, the critics, what they say, audaciously gross, wickedly clever, and possibly Demi Moore's finest hour. The
Whoa.
substance is a gasp-inducing feat from writer-director Coralie Fargeet. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's,
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Um,
really high praise.
Yeah.
And maybe, wouldn't that be something if this beat out the opposition for Best Picture?
Yeah, it'd be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And then, while it may not suit everyone's stomach, those with an appetite for the grotesque will succumb to Demi Moore's Kafka-esque performance and feast on the bodily horrors of the substance.
Whoa.
Bodily horrors!
that's a good description of it. Yeah.
Wow!
Sums it up.
Wow! Oh my gosh, this one, hey.
Peter Jackson, the guy that did the Lord of the Rings movies, as a young filmmaker in New Zealand, made a movie called Dead Alive. And in the climactic scene of that, they used 400 gallons of fake blood. So I'm kind of a fan of excessive blood gooshing movies, so.
Imagine if all the blood came from one guy. Just 400 gallons attached to a hose.
Fake,
I don't
fake
know
blood.
if they went 400 gallons on this one, but they pushed it.
They pushed it, huh?
There's-
Wow.
Gallons
What?
and gallons of blood.
Gallons and gallons.
Gallons and gallons.
So here it is, the substance starting today, and then the other movie that starts today,
No, The Monkey.
The Monkey.
This is another R-rated film.
Another very R-rated film.
Another.
You know, this one was not...
Stephen King, right?
Stephen King, yes, it's based on a Stephen King short story.
Mm.
This one definitely has sequel all over it.
Oh.
We'll see another monkey film.
Oh, man.
Because the monkey's creepy little,
Yeah, it's one of those
creepy little monster.
monkeys with the cymbals, right?
He's got a drum. Yeah, he's got a drum.
Drum?
Yeah, he does a drum thing. And when he starts beating on that drum, bad things happen.
Bad things happen when the monkey's beating on the drum.
And then it gets a little Final Destination-ish with some kind of crazy deaths.
Love
It's
that.
kind of, it's
Wow.
got a little bit of comedy to it. It's not a full,
Wow.
straight horror film, horror comedy, I think, on this one.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's R-rated.
Just giggle at the gore kind of film.
Giggle at the
Yes.
gore.
Yeah, there's,
Giggle at the gore.
well, you hear about someone having their head on fire, and it literally happens in this one.
Oh.
So, but it's funny.
Well, in the
Well, it
cast,
sounds funny.
yeah, in this one, Elijah Wood.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. So you were talking Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings,
and,
see, there we
here's
are.
a connection right here,
Uh-huh.
Elijah Wood. Do you have numbers on this one to make in?
10 million.
10
It's
million.
like almost nothing.
Wow. Shh. Chump change.
Yeah,
Well,
10 million is so little for us.
Not my estimation personally,
No.
by Hollywood standards.
You know, and they're following the formula on this one.
Yeah.
Horror film, rated R,
Low budget.
10 million. They'll make their money back
Quickly.
probably this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of the reviews on this, absolutely unhinged, hilarious, and unapologetic. The most fun I've had watching a movie in a while.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's the comedy part of it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's a good movie.
Let me ask you this, after you watched these two movies, Craig, which one was, like, the images were replaying in your head
The substance.
when you were trying
the
to go to
substance.
sleep?
Definitely the substance. Yeah, the substance was a little bit disturbing.
Wow.
Interesting. I would have.
It's one of those films that it affects you for a couple days.
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
And the substance, by the way, has been already released overseas, and the $18 million movie has brought in $77 million, and it's just
Wow.
opening in the US today.
So overseas already, $77 million.
Yep.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's, and especially for a horror movie,
Yeah.
an American horror movie at that.
Yeah.
Generally, American horror movies don't travel well.
Yeah.
And Debbie Moore taking this role of, if you remember Debbie Moore, she doesn't look the same now as she used to.
No.
You know, she's clearly had some work done, and that's why it's, I
Interesting.
think, good for her taking on this role, kind of addressing the whole pursuit of beauty in Hollywood
Mm-hmm. Wow.
and how it can lead to bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is the substance that they're using Ozempic, or?
Better than that.
Yeah.
Works a little bit
Or
better.
worse than that.
Yeah.
Or both, yeah.
This one, yeah, sounds like it's on
Some-
another level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some side effects may be experienced.
It's, yeah.
Follow the rules.
Yeah, you know,
There's rules, you gotta follow them.
chronic diarrhea and else.
It makes me want to not
Worse
go to
than
the
that.
doctor when I see those things on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, wow, so a couple, again, new movies, and you can check them out on Sawmill Theatres website, sawmilltheatres.com. See all the movies that are playing. So those are the two new ones, correct?
Yes.
Start today. And then some of the movies that are still in the theater, one of them about Captain America.
Captain
Brave New
America.
World. Yeah, how has that been doing, Andy? And what did you've seen that one, I'd imagine?
Yeah, I saw it last week.
Yeah.
Captain America is Brave New World. We have a new Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Mackie,
Yeah.
who previously had been the Falcon.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got an experienced Marvel hero to step up into the big boots of Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
And Captain America's no longer with us. He's
No.
gone. He
You,
aged out.
Very old now.
yep.
Yeah.
That was such
It's
a
over 100, I guess.
Yeah, that was such a beautiful ending. The way they did
Was.
that, like the trilogy of Captain America, and then the way they ended it in Endgame was perfect.
Yeah.
It was so good, and I think that's a lot for Anthony Mackie to live up to, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, I think well, it'll be hard, but I think it's, he can do it. He's got a really good screen presence and, experienced actor, and he's comfortable in this realm, the
Mhm.
Marvel realm. Some actors get into a Marvel movie and they're just lost. Brie Larson comes to
Brie
mind.
Larson.
Brie Larson comes
Yeah.
to mind.
Mm.
What's going on here?
So this one, looking at Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I was
the
very curious on
reviews. Yeah, what would you guess the audience rating?
Ooh, the audience. 68.
68?
I was gonna say 76.
80 on the audience.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is 80 on the audience. Right
Fif-
on.
Nice.
57 on
Critics?
critics.
49 critics.
Ooh.
49 critics.
49. 80.
Critics were a little rough on this one.
That's
Critics?
below the Pimsel mark.
Ooh,
Interesting.
boy. But what it comes down to is the box office, the numbers.
Well, the
And where
latest
is it
numbers
at?
I have is they've scooped up $204 million.
Wow, and the cost to make this bad
180.
boy? 180. Wow.
Probably
So-
plus another 100
Well,
million
yeah,
for,
at least 180, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they have a little ways to go, but it just was released last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
So it should
Yeah,
probably keep
200
chugging
million
along.
the first week out is not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and this is kind of the kickoff to the new phase of the Avengers.
Mhm.
Mm,
You know, we're
mhm.
going into, we've got Fantastic Four coming out later this summer.
Gosh, I'm so excited for that movie.
Yes, you know, that kind of gets the whole thing going, and we're bringing in,
We got
you know,
Thunderbolts
as-
too.
with Disney buying Fox now, we've got, you know, the X-Men and Fantastic Four that were
They're gonna be
with
introduced.
Fox that are coming into the Disney world now.
It's
And
gonna be
that's what they're
exciting.
doing now, they're starting all that.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
I think that this one is like the slow kickoff to the big build that they're starting up at Marvel.
Mm.
I think they have the Thunderbolts comes out in March, so it's only a couple months away, and it has a few tie-ins into this movie, very few. But I imagine that it'll be. I think that Thunderbolts will be a bigger spectacle than Captain America was.
Mm.
And isn't Thunderbolts have a lot of new characters?
A lot of characters that were introduced in Disney Plus shows or in Black Widow, and that's like so he becomes Captain America, Anthony Mackie, but there is a Disney Plus show where he really becomes Captain America, because the first thing he does is he gives the shield to the government so they could put it on display and just, be like, oh, you remember Captain America, how cool was he? And then they immediately, after he gives up the shield, they make a new Captain America.
Mm.
And he disgraces the name Captain America.
Whoa.
But he is in this
Whoa.
Thunderbolts movie, and
Huh.
seems to be that's where he's coming
Hmm.
from. So
Yeah, but look, kind of some more minor characters, I guess.
Yeah.
But it looks more like a comedy on this one too.
Mm,
Mhm.
mhm.
Should be
Yeah,
fun.
the-
Should be
the-
It's
fun.
gonna be fun.
I haven't seen even a full clip, but I've
Mhm.
seen, 10-second little snippets.
Mhm.
And it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Ah,
Yeah.
And one of the things that I like about the movies is that they're fun.
Yes.
And this one looks fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. The action scenes that they're already showing look really cool. They're introducing a lot of, well, not a lot, but they're introducing some pretty interesting, cool characters
Mm.
that are kind of changing to the Marvel universe.
Wow. So this one, Captain America: Brave New World, rated PG-13, and showtimes on that, 3 showtimes, 1:15, 4:15, and 7:15. What was your rating? How many star blades? Saw blades? Star blades?
2.5.
2.5? Oh, so you were maybe in between the Rotten Tomato critics and audience. You're like in the middle there, huh?
2.5 out of 5, right?
2.5,
50%.
50, yeah, yeah.
That's over half.
Over, okay, there we go.
Yeah, one of the things that they did, and I never appreciated when this
Mhm.
happens in any movie, they had 6 writers.
Whoa,
And they had a lot of reshoots as well.
6
So
writers.
They had a lot
Wow.
of changes in the script and reshoots. There's entire scenes that weren't originally in the movie that were put in later. And you could even, there's even moments where you could tell like, oh, this person wasn't actually in the scene immediately. That's why they're being shot separately. And it's kind of interesting. And I will say like I think the thing that really got me is the trailers show a lot of the biggest things that happen.
Mhm.
And that doesn't really come until like the very end.
So did it feel a little disjointed to you, Andy? Would it be? you
Yes.
know? Yes?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Felt a bit
Gotcha.
disjointed.
Just didn't like flow like.
That's some of the costs on this thing, that they're not really sure on the exact cost, because they did do a lot of the reshoots and everything, which.
Yeah.
That-
It's
you have
very
to-
expensive to do
Yeah,
that.
Wow.
that's what it cost.
That, and with a movie like this, you have to factor in like $100 million for marketing and everything like that, so it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they make it back.
There we
No,
go.
they'll
Yeah,
they'll survive.
200 million in the first week, that's
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Well-
And of course, it helps if, like Disney, if you own a streaming service.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
a year from now, they'll plug this into the
Pop it
streaming
on there.
service
Yep.
and,
Yep.
get more revenue that way.
Mhm.
So you mentioned fun, Andy. You like to have fun at the movies. It sounds like Paddington in Peru. That is a fun one.
Oh, and a wonderful cast. I haven't seen it. This is a little kid. Well, it says PG-13.
PG-13, I know. That was
PG-13
kind of
on Paddington in
PG-13
Peru?
on
Yeah.
That's what it
That
says
doesn't-
there. Let's
yeah.
see. It's PG.
PG.
So,
Okay.
yes, it is PG. The-
Because I have PG-13,
Is that on the
so
website?
Yeah, on the website, PG-13, it's on my website, but it is really PG.
Wow, that makes
So,
more sense.
That does, yes.
An astonishingly good cast.
Yeah.
And they're live actors, too.
Wow, okay. Yeah, this one, so critics and audience, what do you think on Rotten Tomatoes? Critics and audience ratings for Paddington.
want me to break the
Peru.
seal?
Break the seal.
82 for audience,
Uh-huh,
64 for critics.
82, okay. Andy?
100 on audience and 95 on critics.
Okay, 87 on audience and 80 on critics.
Wow, so 90 on audience.
Okay.
So audience, high, 94 on critics.
Oh, they really enjoyed it
Close.
too.
They really enjoyed it. So this one, yeah, wow.
These
And-
Paddington movies, people really like them.
Yeah, so you said a all-star cast in this one, huh? Yeah, Hugh Bonneville.
Yep, it's from Downtown Abbey.
Oh, and Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters, Jim Broadbent. So, yeah.
Never heard of them.
No. Yeah. but-
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Heard of him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Banderas.
Yeah, so this one looks like a fun movie. And what have people been saying at the theater, Sawmill?
It's done well.
It's
Yeah.
done well, yeah.
Pretty
I
much
like
enjoyed
that.
this, yeah. This is good, we've got quite a few R-rated films, so it's kind of
Mhm.
good good break on that.
To have the
Something completely different.
yes. So Paddington in Peru again rated PG.
See what you did there.
At 12:30, 3:30, and 6:30, and also another kids movie still in the theater, Dogman.
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 Kids seem to really have a
New
lot.
times on that one.
Mhm.
Just 1, 3:10, 5:20 only. We dropped that 7:30 show.
Gotcha.
But yeah, another good one for kids. Maybe a little bit of a younger audience on this one.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, the kids all really enjoyed it. It's, the guys did Captain Underpants,
Mm-hmm.
if that means anything to you. But
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, we love Captain Underpants.
yeah,
I wear them.
good stuff.
Bragger.
Good stuff.
Sorry.
Some of us can't afford underpants.
Rich
right?
guys.
Oh, well, hey now. That's, so Dogman, how much, do you know how much that's made?
No.
It says as of February 9th, but that was a little while ago, February 9th, huh, 66 million, I wonder what, Dogman, oh, here we go, maybe a little more updated one, 88 million.
I wonder what the budget
88
was.
million, that it's expected to pass 90 million by the end of this week, so maybe today, this weekend, yeah. And how much to make it? I don't know, what's your guess?
I would guess like 44 million. That would be my guess.
120.
120, whoa!
90.
Oh, 90, and what did you say?
I said 44.
44? 40.
Oh, good for them.
40 million,
I
so
feel like
up
it-
at like 90 million? So yeah,
So they're good.
Doubled.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. Dogman did it. The Dogman did it, and that one, yeah, like you said, Craig, rated PG for a little bit younger kids. Paddington maybe.
Kind of, a little bit older there.
Yeah. There we go.
Your
So
5-year-olds ready to enjoy
Dogman.
Dogman.
Dogman. So again, those are the two movies, kids movies, still at the movie theater. Also still at Sawmill's Flight Risk. Flight Risk. Have you seen that one,
You
Andy?
betcha.
Yeah. What did you think?
I thought it was amazing that they could do virtually an entire movie inside an airplane.
Like a bottle episode movie.
Or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Speed, an entire movie in a
In
bus.
a bus, yeah.
This one's
Wow.
4:15 only on this one.
4:15. Okay. What did you?
I thought it was okay.
You thought it was okay?
I didn't think it was anything remarkable, but it was, it was a good, solid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fun watch?
Fun to watch, yeah.
Fun to
Yeah,
watch.
which is, it's always important to me.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. Audience 62%. So
Not bad.
nothing crazy, but
Nothing amazing about the movie, but
but
it's a good fun
entertained. Mark Wahlberg
Mhm.
in the
Everyone's
movie.
really enjoyed it up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, oh yeah, Flight Risk is
And another actor there from Downtown Abbey,
Mm.
or Downton Abbey.
Michelle Dockery.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
And that 70s show.
and then a connection to Marvel, Topher Grace.
Oh, that's right, Topher Grace.
Topher Grace.
70s show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Topher Grace.
I haven't seen him in anything in a while.
Yeah.
I think it's been a little bit.
And Leah Remini, also.
Oh, she's in it as well.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
and-
Topher Grace is not productive. He's not.
No, it doesn't
he
seem to be.
Yeah, but I looked him up, I can't remember what it was, but financially, he's doing fine.
Oh, I'd
So,
imagine.
if you don't have to work, why would you?
I mean, that 70s show was one of the biggest TV shows
Oh,
when it was
yeah,
out for
and it was a
time.
long runner, too.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he was in
and-
that Spider-Man 3 movie.
Spider-Man
They played
3.
him.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3. That's, the little Marvel
Interesting
connection there.
casting choice, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, so Flight.
I think Elijah Wood has taken some of his roles.
I think so. I think there's probably some competition.
They're kind of the same.
Mm.
yeah.
Topher Grace is probably losing out on a lot of those competitions.
So Flight Risk, rated R, and like you said, only 4:15 the showtime on that. And then a couple movies that came out right around Valentine's Day. Hard Eyes.
Mm.
Hard Eyes, rated
Yeah,
R.
Two very un-Valentine-y movies.
Yeah. Come on, this one. I mean,
It's about lovers.
It's about, yeah.
Killing lovers, but
Couples. Yeah, 1 and 7 the showtime on that, and again, rated R. Romance is dead.
That sounds your girlfriend.
Yeah, so are both of you. Yeah. So
Yeah, this one, the bad guy has eyes shaped like hearts, or has some kind of a device on him, so it looks like his eyes are made of hearts.
And they're glowing.
And and they're glowing, yeah.
Mhm.
And he likes to go and kill sweethearts.
Mm.
Yeah, what a rotten thing to do.
That is, wow, was he?
He was
something-
cheated on.
He was, oh yeah, there you go.
I'm just joking. I haven't seen the movie.
That's, yeah, it's like that, yep. So $18 million budget, is that what, you have there, Andy?
No, I've got a big question mark there.
You have big, yeah, it said 18 million on that one.
The 22 million at the box office, so they're gradually working their way towards profitability.
There we go. Wow, and it says that this weekend they should probably pass maybe even 25 million
Ooh.
by the end of the weekend, possibly 25 million, somewhere in there. So, yeah, not doing bad.
Which puts them only 10 or 11 million behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, which they'll probably get there at some point.
Well, the way things are in the entertainment industry is you have a lot of ways that you can make money with a movie.
Mhm.
It's not like the old days where you pay your nickel at the Nickelodeon and go in and see a two-reeler black and white, and then you never see that thing again ever.
Mhm.
You see movies forever.
Mhm.
Yeah, see.
Oh,
One way or
Blu-ray,
another.
DVD.
Waterworld eventually got profitable.
Yeah, it took them
30
20, 30 years.
20, 30 years, yeah.
It was
Wow.
good, yeah.
There you go.
And I liked Waterworld.
I did too. I did too.
And the final
I thought it was
movie
very philosophical.
that is at Sawmill Theaters is Love Hurts. And, rated R. This one, yeah, so audience. Would you guess the audience rating on this on Rotten Tomatoes?
82.
82?
70.
70?
34.
61. So 70, you're the closest there. You're closer to the critics, Andy. The critics on this one, 19.
Oh,
19.
That one's, this one is at 7:30 only now.
7:30
7:30
only,
only.
rated R.
Wowzers.
Yeah, this one, critics, no, they did not.
The main actor just won an Oscar last year, or
Oh.
the year before.
Huh.
Yeah. It's that, I forget his name, but he's the gentleman from
K-U-E Kwan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's that
grown
little-
up now.
Yeah, he's all grown up, and he just won an Oscar and Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was a great film.
Wow.
Ah.
And this film seems to be like, Jackie Chan-esque martial arts.
Action comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and watching the martial arts scenes, the choreography is great.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one, but something is amiss here.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, because I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
But the 87 North Productions is
Uh-huh.
the guys that have it.
Uh-huh.
And they did Bullet Train recently,
Oh, that was good.
which was
Yeah.
just
So funny.
oh, gee,
Yeah.
that was fun. Well, you have to have a certain sense of humor, I guess, to
Yeah.
appreciate that stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought Bullet Train was great. A year or two ago, they did one that sounds very similar to this, called Nobody, which was also very fun. And they've done 4 now and more coming up, John Wick movies, which have been fantastically successful.
And it's noticeable that those guys are in charge in the action scenes. The action scenes, I've walked in on a few, and they're really well shot, and they're really, really fun choreography in there.
Mm.
And so I don't know, they have a string of enormous successes here with 87 North Productions, and then this one is evidently not being well received.
Look, what did you have for the budget?
18 to make it,
18 to make it, okay.
and a mere 14 in revenue.
Ooh, yeah, wow, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts, and
So
that
we'll be
hurts.
seeing that on
Yeah.
Tuesdays at 2 in the morning for the
Yeah.
next 30 years.
Yeah, and also the actor, the star in that one, Yu Quan. Goonies, like you said, also Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
That was him,
That was,
wasn't
oh, I
it?
didn't know
was
that.
him. Professor
Ah.
Jones. Professor Jones.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember?
What was his name? Short Round?
Yeah, I think that is his name.
Yeah, where he finds him in one of the cities. Yeah, and he is like his guide or helping him out. But yeah, so he was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters of all time.
Harrison Ford in Captain America now too.
And
Yeah,
That's
Harrison
right.
Ford. Wow.
Harrison Ford will not die.
Not
He's 83, I think now.
112.
83 and still cranking out
Still
movies.
see that.
Did the Yellowstone spin-off too. So he's been.
That's right.
He's been
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, and he did that last Indiana Jones in the
Oh yeah.
Clock of Time or
I haven't
something.
watched that one. What did you
No.
think?
It's nothing special.
No. No.
And I try not to be hypercritical, but I want movies to be wonderful. I
Mm.
want movies just to roll me back in my seat and overwhelm me with how fine and how wonderful they are and how fun. I have to throw that in too.
Yeah.
That's what my expectation is when I go to the movies, and it's often works.
Mhm.
I can't wait to hear what you say about The Substance.
That one doesn't sound fun. Yeah.
Oh, I think it sounds fun.
Parts of
Is
it,
it fun? Wow.
You gotta, he said it's pretty over the top, but you have to kind of accept that for what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over the top for sure,
Wow.
but it's kind of funny.
Kind of funny. Oh boy. And, yeah. Again, so that is Substance starting today
Yes.
and rated RRR.
Yeah, we're trying to get into the Academy Award films now too.
There you
And
go.
We just had The Brutalist just left.
Mm-hmm.
That one's 10 Academy Awards. The Substance 5.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we're getting Anora.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of I guess a late bloomer here, but it is the favorite now, I think, to win Best Picture.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I don't know anything about it.
Romantic comedy.
Uh-huh.
So I've not really seen too much on this one either. Like I said, it kind of, a little bit came out of nowhere on this one, but kind of not the strongest year, I guess, for Best Picture. There's, The Brutalist, is
Yeah.
way up there. Not a fun movie.
Yeah.
Anora, I think, is gonna be a little bit more fun. The Substance,
Yeah.
The Substance could sneak in there.
Oh.
That might win it. It's definitely well made. It is kind of an artsy type film. Some of the shots and things they do, the camera angles and everything. And Dennis Quaid is great. The character he plays just is kind of over the top, Hollywood producer, kind of scummy type guy. So it's a lot of stereotypes, I guess. Kind of really attacking Hollywood, attacking a lot of the elements of Hollywood.
Yeah. Wow. There you go. So that one coming next week, right?
When is the Academy Awards? It's coming up pretty quick, isn't it?
Was it March?
March 5th, I think, or March 20th.
Early March 2nd? Whatever that Sunday is.
Oh, we're almost used up with February.
Yeah, it's, what's
Oh,
it,
yeah.
20th? Yeah, I think it's
First,
a week from Sunday?
Okay.
This Sunday, I think, yeah, that's,
That sounds right.
isn't that right? Somewhere in there, yeah.
Well, I hope the Bob Dylan movie gets something.
Complete Unknown. Yeah, we did Complete
People
Unknown, that's,
loving that movie.
Oh, I did. I just thought it was wonderful.
I had people coming back to see it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
There you go. There you go. So Sawmill Theatres, check it out online, sawmilltheatres.com. See all of the movies playing, showtimes, and also movies that are coming soon.
What time is Substance?
12:45.
12:45.
12:45.
There we go. You'll see Andy in there.
That's
with
right.
his popcorn. Big bag of popcorn.
I
Biggest
like
bag
the
we
big
got.
bag.
Yeah. Hey, if you're gonna have the popcorn.
Yeah. And, the big bags are refillable
Yes.
at no
Right.
extra charge.
There you go.
And when I saw The Brutalist, there was an intermission,
Yes.
and I was able to go and get a refill, which
Oh.
I needed because the thing was 3.5 hours long.
Yeah. So, but you made it, Andy. You made it.
Well, I had my supplies.
3.5 hours is pushing the limits.
As
I
your
think,
supplies. He had his like little backpack.
Oh,
And his
no
like
backpacks
supply.
in this
No,
one.
no, no, but
Sleeping
pillow,
bag, yeah,
pillow,
blanket.
and yeah, neck.
We have hamburgers
Yeah,
now.
one of those
Yeah.
little airplane
Yeah,
neck braces.
yeah, neck brace.
He'd also had to take an antidepressant for the movie.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. Thank you One Time Plumber for sponsoring the community spotlight program. Time to get back to the music with the Doors, Bruce Springsteen, and the Buggles. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service. You guys have a beautiful weekend.
How about the Go-Go's? Never hear the Go-Go's anymore.
Oh, come on, we got the beat, Andy. We got the beat.
We got the
Yeah.